So, today marks down the 8th of November, which is a long-awaited release day of Sonic Frontiers, the open-world adventure that was hyped up a lot in the past months. I was very excited when they announced this at the Game Awards last December. I instantly bought the game this morning, I played about 2 hours of it, and now I just submitted my refund letter to Steam. Why, you may ask? Because in these almost 2 hours of in-game playtime, I have already seen like almost everything there is to this game. Now, I know that the majority of people absolutely loves this game. People have been saying this is the best Sonic game in years, even decades to them. But for me, honestly, it just doesn't feel like a Sonic game at all. This should go without saying, but everything I'll be talking about in this video is obviously my very own opinion and doesn't have to mean you can't enjoy the game or shouldn't buy it. I'm just sharing my personal opinion and maybe it'll help you decide on whether you should get the game for yourself or not. First off, I gotta say that this could be completely my fault. I didn't really watch many trailers, wanted to be spoiler free about the story and further world design as much as I can be, so I've only seen the first teaser at the Game Awards and one of the very early gameplay trailers. So, what did I know? I knew there was gonna be an open world map, of course. I've seen grassy, wide open scenery, some forest landscape and the giant mechatronic boss titans. But what I was hoping for was a variety of scenery and gameplay mechanics, like one part of the world might be inspired by a forest, one by a desert, something with snowy mountains maybe, and then typical final boss vibes, lava level theme or something. And now, don't come for me, I have seen reviews, there are worlds like that actually, but just not the way I imagined at all. The map design is absolutely random, like literally, it looks random, it doesn't make sense at all, it is always the same, it looks odd and aesthetically very unpleasant. I assume we've all seen this meme a couple of times, right? Now, it's funny when you see it before the game comes out, hoping that the developers would have seen it too and won't disappoint with the rest of the world making by spicing things up a little. Well, they didn't take note. It looks just like that. Well, while yes, the wide empty spaces are great for running around at supersonic speed, there would have definitely been a way to make this look nicer. The overall map just looks so depressing, there's nothing colorful, the music is mostly the same, there's nothing standing out about it, and the graphics were a huge letdown from what I expected, like. I literally got thrown into the map and the first thought I had was, I didn't choose low graphics, did I? Cause it just looked so much cheaper than the trailers were making me hope for. And even on PS5 it doesn't look better at all, like it's 2022, not 2013 anymore. People can have higher expectations for an open world game with map building inspired by the real life environment. Also, boss fights. I was fighting the first Titan and let me tell you, I did not have fun at all. Now, this is mostly because I'm new to the game and it always takes time to get used to new playstyle and fighting and skills. But if the whole game experience is disappointing to me, then I don't see a reason to keep playing in hopes of improving in some weeks if it just isn't fun at all and I gotta force myself to playing the game in order to get like used to the combat skills or whatever. And just the camera was awful. I was trying to do the signature cyber loop move where you have to run and complete a circle, but the camera kept moving into obstacles, so I couldn't even see the line of the circle I was trying to make. Just overall the camera focuses on the weirdest angles during boss fights, making it hard to walk a straight line and make progress in a fight. Also, some of the obstacles don't even load up until you walk towards them. Overall, with the map design, this just makes it feel like early access better than a full-on finished and published game. Now, moving on to the so-called cyber levels, which is the closest to Sonic level feeling you will get in this game, and at first I didn't even know that such things would be in the game. And from what I have heard and seen, there seems to be a repetitive pattern here which uses the same game designs just in small changes when it comes to gameplay. So, we have Green Hill Zone for example, or something inspired by Sky Sanctuary or Chemical Plant Zone, but just one level might be Green Hill Zone in 2D, the other one in 3D, and so on and so on, so we don't even really get to experience new levels. Now, when I played the second cyber level, I just immediately was super happy. The colorful design, all the details in the background of the level, the funky soundtrack with catchy vocals, the game mechanics and enemies we're all familiar with. That's what a Sonic game feels like. Unfortunately, these levels are only about 1 minute long, and as I said, the designs are repetitive, so when I got to the 4th cyber level and already saw Green Hill Zone in front of me again, I just felt like, nope. It's very sad I can't enjoy this game, but this is just my personal preference. It made me realize that what I like most about Sonic games is sadly everything that couldn't be found in this game. Because Sonic games to me are like vibrant, colored, funky level designs with super catchy, upbeat music, or like tense music, whatever. Just the soundtrack never disappoints. Well, at least it did until now. I think I might just prefer the goofy Sonic games with sometimes cringeworthy dialogue and huge meme potential. The gameplay that might be super janky and glitchy at times, but still loads of fun. Like, we all hated on Sonic Forces for years, but you gotta admit, the soundtrack in this game slapped. Like, Fist Bump and Infinite's theme, they're such bangers. I can still vibe to them. And the Avatar creator was at least good to pick jokes at. Am I right? Well, Sonic Frontiers does seem to have a song made by One OK Rock, which is one of my all-time favorite bands, so I'll give him that. Only a shame though that this song is probably in the final fight or credits, so I won't get to hear it. And just so we're clear, they already stated that they just wanted to try out something new for like the Sonic world and Sonic's future in gaming, and if this is what they're going for, they can definitely improve a lot of this. I just hope that they take to note what people are saying about it and that next time there will be a Sonic game with like a similar open world kind of game mechanic, then they will actually hopefully include more of a Sonic world to it, because that would be pretty cool. Just imagine everything that Sonic Frontiers is, but like better, with like more polished gameplay, with like more unique gameplay mechanics in every world, and worlds that actually look lively and fun to play, and more of the usual Sonic vibe to it. Then I would be absolutely down for this. I would be more than happy to play this, but for this one, I think I have to pass on this game. But now that I know what I like about Sonic games more, hey yo, this is the perfect chance for me to check out some of the titles I've missed out to play in the past. So hey, maybe I can get that happiness somewhere else if this game doesn't give it to me. Like, I have always been a Sonic fan. I have loved games like Sonic Mania, Sonic Generations, Sonic Adventure is one of my favorites, even though it's so messed up and so janky when it comes to like glitches and everything in the game. And I was so excited to finally play a Sonic game on my channel, but now I'm sitting here and I'm refunding it, so this can't be right. And also, even though I basically didn't know anything about the story because I have avoided everything to be spoiler free, like I said, I had like some ideas on which way the story could go, and like thinking about it now, my theory would have been so much better than what actually is in the game. I knew it has something to do with like finding your friends and like freeing them. So I thought it would be nice if you could unlock them in every map, and then you could unlock Amy, and then you could get the Pico Hammer and like use it to destroy some enemies around there. Like, every character would have their each unique game mechanic like we're used to. Like with Knuckles, you could like fly around and like climb up walls. Tails could fly with his tail and everything like that. And it would just be so much nicer if they would have included something like this. Or like yet alone more characters. Like I know Big the Cat is in the game because there's something with fishing, but I didn't even get to that point. And knowing how actively I use the fishing function in Animal Crossing or Genshin Impact, yeah, wouldn't have mattered to me whether there's a fishing function in Sonic Frontiers or not, because I wouldn't really have played it anyways. But still, I hope you enjoyed the review. And I hope I could like help you clear up some things maybe, and go watch some other reviews. Go watch some reviews of people who like the game, people who have mixed feelings about it, people who don't like the game, and then you can see for yourself what opinion you can relate to, and then buy the game and play for yourself. Anyways, this was my rant about Sonic Frontiers. Let's hope my refund gets accepted, even though I'm slightly over the 2-hour limit on Steam because I was struggling to get my controller connected when I opened the game a second time, and unlucky enough I had to start menu launch the whole time, so it still counts as a playtime on my profile. Well, if my refund won't get accepted, I'll be sitting here in my clown costume next time, and there will be a video of me playing the game again, because at this point I might have to force myself to liking the game then, cause 60 bucks ain't nothing.
The train headed for the Mystic Ruins will be departing soon.